Hello, and welcome to another State of the Game with Nikki Batgirl D'Angelo, a video about one of my favorite titles, well, soon-to-be favorite titles, Star Citizen. Now, I've been away from doing many of my videos lately, mostly because of school and work. It's a choice, and instead of complaining about not having the time, I just pulled away, and I've been doing Wednesday as my primary Star Citizen content for about 3 or 4 months at this point. I intend on bringing Star Citizen EdX Anonymous back. I've shot about 2 or 3 episodes. None of them came out the way I wanted them to, primarily because I was beaten up after my surgery. But here we are, on the 15th of December, 24 short hours away from the live stream. And all I want to do is talk about where my thoughts are with the game at this point. First off, let's go over where we're supposed to be at this point. If we were following timelines, right now we would be playing 2.6 already, and we'd be getting ready for the release of Squadron 42, and the potential release very shortly thereafter of 3.0 of the Persistent Universe. But here we are, 4 major events since August: CitizenCon, Gamescom, and then 2 live streams, and we don't have any of that. So how do I keep myself positive about this game? I know that there are a lot of good things going on in the background. They are working on making combat more fun, more realistic, I guess that's a word, but definitely more fun. Keeping people close in so it's more exciting and you feel more rewarded for getting kills in combat. They are making the graphics upgraded, going to the extreme, making everything just amazing. They are starting to work on the animations to make our characters look less awkward. And of course, they are moving forward on the systems that are going to be implemented in the game. Now, we see those things because finally CIG is giving us something of a production schedule. And the production schedule gives us the opportunity to see where they are and what they're doing to get this game to us. But still, that doesn't make it any less disappointing that we're not exactly where we should be right now, and that we're still playing the same game that we've been playing for so long. Now, tomorrow we have an updated live stream. In that live stream, we were supposed to be getting a vertical slice of Squadron 42. Now, I know that I'm probably in the minority when I say that's part of the reason, or actually that is the main reason I started pledging for Star Citizen, is because I wanted that rich experience of a space opera, I guess you want to call it, and that's what I was looking for in the beginning. And little by little, of course, being a fan of the MMO genre, I fell into just wanting Star Citizen to come out. But first and foremost, I gotta see the progress that Chris is making on the genre that he invented. And that's part of the major issue that I see happening over at CIG today. It's that they're not even getting that piece that they're so good at ready for us to see. Now, I know Chris Roberts is a perfectionist, and I know in the end I'm going to eat my words. I know I'm going to look at it and I'm just going to say, wow, that's the best thing I've ever seen. But it's so important for them to show off what they're doing, because there's so many of us, and I like the word "so" in this because there are so many of us, that have put much of our money into this game. Now, I'm not disappointed in that I'm going to say, well, Star Citizen sucks, everybody bail because they're just taking your money. I know that's not the case. But it doesn't mean that I can't have my disappointments. I'm kind of excited for tomorrow because I know that there's still opportunity for CIG to prove me wrong. They did that with the planetary demo, the last 2, I guess the live stream and CitizenCon, so the last 2 events that they had. Now, it isn't something that we could run around in, it's not something that was released to us right now, but it shows me how incredibly detailed this world is going to be and how committed Chris Roberts and his group is to giving us the best damn space simulator ever. But I want to be in it now. 2.6 is not the game. 2.5 is not the game. The game begins with 3.0, with being able to go to multiple space stations, multiple planets, multiple moons, multiple asteroid fields, have tons of missions, and eventually go to multiple star systems. That's the game. Having first-person shooter combat in an arena-style minigame within the game, I'm not excited about that. I am excited about first-person shooter. I'm not excited about that. Having another type of Arena Commander game, Pirate Swarm in this case, inside the game, yes, it gives us something more to do. But I'm not excited about that. I'm excited about 3.0. Being able to fly off to a distant moon, land, walk over to someone I don't know yet, meet them, and get a mission, and then go complete that mission. I'm interested in the things that I do, making a difference, and tomorrow when I log in, that difference is still there. Yes, there's persistence today. There's persistence in the money I have. There's persistence in the way I look, the loadout of my ships, things that make playing this part of the game better, more fulfilling. But there is no reputation that I earn in the universe. So for me, there's no reason for me to play except to play with my friends like Sophie Girl and Eden Star and Notable Joe and Dr. Jeffrey, and I can name so many people that I just love and love to play the game with. But even they are getting a little bit, not disappointed, but bored with where we're at. And I fear that 2.6 isn't going to relieve that boredom from me now. So the fact that they're hyping 2.6 for this live stream is disappointing to me. I wish they just made it 2.6 is out. We're not going to talk about it. Here's all the cool things that we're doing with 3.0. Here's all the cool things that we're doing with Squadron 42. And just leave 2.6 out of it. Maybe have a couple of games of Star Marine, maybe, but nothing else. But it seems like that's all they have for us. Now I know this game is incredibly difficult for them to build. And I know this game is incredibly detailed, and building out planetary systems takes as long as it takes to build some games. But it doesn't mean that I accept that we're not playing a little bit more of what's supposed to be. I mean, this game was supposed to be out, and I am giving them slack. I am giving them the benefit of the doubt. I do believe in Star Citizen. I am a Star Citizen. But I'm also a bit disappointed. Chris Roberts and his crew have a very difficult job tomorrow, and that job is to wow me. And even if I'm not wowed, I'm not going to come out of tomorrow's live stream and go, I don't believe in it. I do. I know the commitment that they have, but I don't want more of the same. I want Star Citizen. I want the game, and I want 3.0. If 3.0 was tomorrow, I'd be excited, I'd be dancing, I'd be singing, I'd be telling you guys how great everything is, and I can't believe we're finally getting it. But I just don't have it in me to be excited about Star Marine, which I know some of you are, and I do 100% support you in your excitement for that. But for me, I need more. I want the MMO. I want the real world. And I also want Squadron 42. I hope to God I'm wrong about the vertical slice not being in tomorrow's live stream. I'm sure it will be. There's so much that's going to be in the live stream tomorrow. I can't believe that they would yet again push that back. But it does look that way if you look at what they're talking about. They're really pushing the fact that they're going to be playing 2.6 and it's going to be 2.6 hype and a new concept ship. Yes, we know Star Citizen needs money. So CIG needs money to pay for Star Citizen. That money is generated currently by those of us that have invested a lot of our money by us buying more ships. But honestly, I'm done buying ships until 3.0 comes out and the ships are live. And I know you're going to say, but buy the ship, it has LTI. Well, ships do have LTI at this point. But in the grand scheme of things, LTI doesn't mean as much as people think it does. The ships you buy today are very much, well, they're anemic. They're not decked out with the weapons that you're going to have. An LTI only covers the space frame. You're still going to need to get equipment insurance on what you deck out on them. So although it is cool to buy a concept ship when they put it out there and get the LTI on the hull, it's not going to matter in the long run when it's 3, 4, 5, 6 times more than a ship costs to load it out. And that ship is lost and you don't have insurance on the weaponry. So I'm not going to fall for the LTI on a concept ship. What I am going to tell you is that I'm looking for CIG to wow me. Show me the female character. Yes, I know I talk too much about it, but it's about time those of us that aren't male have an opportunity to play a character of our gender. Or those of you that are male that want to play a female get a chance to do it. Alright, so enough of the beating up. I am fully into this game. I do fully support CIG. I do know that this game is going to come out. I wish it was coming out tomorrow, but I know it's going to come out. So let's talk about me a little bit. Ben's Day is coming out. Ben has been suffering somewhat from an ear infection, believe it or not. And that ear infection seems to be running its course and almost done. So we haven't had a Ben's Day in 2 weeks because of this. Ben honestly can't put any kind of a headset on his head without excruciating pain. Secondly, my semester is over. Hey, I'm a straight A student, believe it or not. I finally finished my semester at school. I've got 3 or 4 of them left. Got myself straight A's. I know it doesn't matter. But now I have a month with which to just do what I want to do, which is to play the game and do videos. And I'm going to work out my studio downstairs, and I'm going to work out something else, something new, something different for starcitizenaa. It's twitch.tv/Nikki65. I do have my own Twitch channel. I will be streaming, and I will be streaming often. Not always Star Citizen, though, folks. That's why it's not called twitch.tv/StarCitizenAA. These are going to be the games I play every day. These are going to be the games that I like to have fun with. So if you want to join me, come over there. And also, don't forget that I do have a new way for you to get your comments and your questions into Ben's Day. And that's going to be in the Discord channel, which is going to be linked below. It's also going to be for Ask Sandy and the 2017 upcoming Once in a Blue Moon series. Star Citizen AA welcomes Brian Chambers. Yes, Brian said that he would do some shows with me, and starting in the new year, I'm going to start having him on the show whenever he is able. There will be no schedule to that. It will be just when Brian is able. Being that he's in Frankfurt and I'm in Atlanta, just getting the schedules right is going to be hard enough. You've heard a lot. You've got tomorrow looming on the horizon. A wonderful, wonderful day coming to us, I hope. Unless it's boring, and I apologize. But folks, I'm going to sign out, and I'm going to start playing some other video games. Not that I don't want to play Star Citizen, but you know what? If 2.6 is coming out, I'd rather just wait for the new control schemes, wait for the new flight models, so I don't get myself so tuned to fighting in the faster speeds that the ships fly and the different keyboard controls. So I'm just going to wait for 2.6. So I will be playing some other games. Come see me on Twitch. And with that said, you all be safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.